Hey everyone! So today I'm going to be taking you guys with me to decorate my barn for Halloween. There's actually a couple different places that I want to get ready for Halloween, like this little empty grass area next to me, and a whole bunch of different stuff. Something about me is that I absolutely love Halloween. Like, it's my favorite season out of the whole year. And last year I wasn't actually able to decorate the barn very much. But this year I've spent the last 2 weeks like thrifting and making so much stuff to decorate. But anyways, if you want to come decorate my horse barn with me, keep watching. So I don't really know where to start just because we have 2 barns and a whole upstairs area, and I have some stuff for outside. I'm probably going to start with the main barn here because this barn gets the most traffic and like the most amount of clients coming in and out. I want to focus like a lot of my decoration down here, that way I don't run out when it comes to like places that people aren't going to see very much. So this whole bag is basically all stuff that I have pre-planned for this barn here. I have all these skeletons that I plan to put on all the stall fronts. I also have a bunch of these glow-in-the-dark ghosts that I actually got from the thrift store. I also have some other miscellaneous things that I'm going to throw around, and I'm going to just see what works. So I thought I'd speed this part up for you guys, that way you didn't have to watch me painstakingly elastic band each skeleton to every stall front. But basically I'm just going by and counting out the squares to make sure that everything's even, and then putting the skeleton up in the middle. So something I didn't actually mention during the intro is, hi, I'm Hailey. So I started creating content on TikTok at the beginning of quarantine, and over the last couple months, my friend Brona's been trying to convince me to create a YouTube channel. So welcome to my channel. Before I do the other side, I'm gonna put the little ghosts up, probably under the clock. So what I'm doing to hang the ghosts is I'm hammering in some little nails, that way I can hang their little heads, because they have these holes on them, up onto the wall. And I'm kind of playing around with the placement of them and just kind of guessing of where I want them to go. Something else I left out of the intro, because I am off to an amazing start as a YouTuber, is that I'm actually a polo player. So the barn that I'm decorating is actually owned by my family, and it's our polo club. And we host a lot of tournaments, club polo, we do lessons, whether it be for polo or just plain riding, and we do a whole bunch of other stuff. The main premise that my dad's always believed in is that polo should be for everybody, not just the rich and famous. So a part of the reason why we have our club is because we wanted to bring polo to other people that maybe couldn't afford to play it at a big fancy facility, because we love the sport so much, and we think everybody should get to try it. A bit more about me is that I'm actually Canadian, and I've been playing polo for about 10 years now, and I've been riding for pretty much my whole life. And I have 3 horses that you're definitely going to meet eventually. I was also thinking that this skeleton would look not bad here. He's a child-sized skeleton, but... So the main barn here that I'm decorating is actually my family's main barn. So this is where my mom, dad, and my brother's horses all go, along with a lot of the horses that we use for the school program. So right now I'm putting this caution tape on the tack room door, and I'm gonna end up putting the same tape on the blanket room door. So it's actually kind of funny, when I bought the tape to use for the doors, I thought that each section was like 10 feet long. So when it kept going and going, I was starting to get really confused. Oh, Jesus, it's 30 feet long! How did I not notice that? So this is how the main barn looks, and I'm actually really happy with it. And now it's time to move on to my barn. Alright, so my friend Morgan has come down to actually help me. This is Morgan. Hi. She's been playing polo with us for a little while, so she's gonna help me finish up. Do you want to try to put the blankets back on the racks in a not ugly way? Yeah. Because right now they're all disgusting.
I was doing this.
Actually, you know what?
And I'll ping them.
Actually, take them all. and speak at the same time. So what I'm doing in my barn is I have all these little garlands that I'm putting on the bars all the way down. And while I'm doing that, Morgan is taking blankets off and refolding them and putting them back on the bars. That way they look a little bit less messy. Throughout the summer, we're mainly outside using the hitching posts and stuff, so we kind of forget about the whole inside of the barn, and it kind of stays the exact same as it was like last spring when we took blankets off horses for the last time, which is really not ideal, but nobody ever thought to put the blankets away, I guess. And that somebody, of course, is me. I was too lazy to put all of the blankets away all summer. Ooh, idea. I have this little thing that's from, I don't know, this thing's probably like 10 years old. It's a little spider web. I don't think I'm gonna be able to reach, but. That's so bad. There you go. What do you mean? There you go. Ah, now I can't get it down. Ah, it's so ugly. Whatever. It's staying there now. It's stuck. You gotta get it down with a ladder, and I don't want to get a ladder. No. Why is this door so tall? I didn't need a ladder for the other one. Isn't that upside down? Yes. So I just finished everything up in the barn, but it actually just started to like absolutely downpour. So I think I'm gonna have to finish up tomorrow. So it's the next day, and I asked my dad to help me put out this 10-foot tall pumpkin man that I made. Right now, him and I are just trying to figure out what placement would work best, because at certain angles, he kind of looks like bow-legged and kind of derpy. So we were trying to figure out a position for him that made him not look derpy. And the area that I live in is like insanely windy, so either he has to be screwed down or like staked into the ground. So we were pretty limited on what we could actually do and like where we could put him, just because like the ground is also clay, so it's really hard to like put stakes into the ground. My whole plan for Spooky Man is that he's kind of like the grave watcher, and I have a whole bunch of gravestones that I'm going to be putting in the grass area after too. So we were trying to get him at an angle that made it look like he was looking at you when you would walk into the barn. Most angles were making him like look at the wall though, which was not what was wanted, so we ended up having to put him on a bit of an angle. But Spooky Man is made out of PVC pipes, and then I just painted him black and decorated him with like some spooky fabric and sticks and a lot of hot glue. So I don't entirely know if he's going to survive the windy, stormy weather that we are having right now, but we'll see. So here, my mom's dog Chucker is helping me lay out the tombstones, and then Morgan actually threw out a couple too. I was kind of just arranging them randomly. Some of them are black, some of them have words on them, some of them are just plain wood. So here are the final shots of everything that I did outside. One thing I didn't film is I filled a wheelbarrow with dirt and I threw some bones in it. So I hope you enjoyed decorating my horse's barn with me. If you liked the video, leave a like down below. You can check out my other socials on Instagram and TikTok. And of course, subscribe. I'll see you guys soon.